Yo, yo. Yo, yo. Not much, man. I'm just, you know, I figured I'd send you a little invite to the game that I'm playing. I'm testing out this YouTube thing. Well, yeah, and I figure if you're like playing a game on the PS4, that way you could have it on the computer, on your computer, if you wanted to watch while you're still playing your game.
Ugly bastard.
I saw that shit, man. You like it? Well, I'm finally up to level 35 in Witcher. I finished the main storyline, and now I'm just wandering around doing all kinds of other stuff. I want to get all the question marks off my maps, and then I'm gonna buy the expansion, I think. Yeah, I've only technically failed a handful of quests, like because of how the storyline went. But I apparently got the best positive ending for the main storyline that you can do. Yeah, like
Then both forces attacked.
my protege becomes queen. A lady that I backed in the north, which are like their version of the Vikings, I backed her for her takeover of the kingdom, and they're all united now, loosely united, but their trade is the most prosperous it's been, and violence is down, and then just like all kinds of cool shit. Other storylines, depending on how you backed up your protege, like some of them she just straight out dies. Yeah, so it's pretty interesting. Oh, come on, man. I fucking dodged that shit. Fuck you.
Damn it.
Yeah. Gotcha. Dude, apparently I was leveled up a little bit too much for the main storyline. But it was just funny because I ran into a glitch. But the main, like the guy that you've been trying to get the whole time in the game for the main story, you get down to a final battle where it's just you. And he's supposed to be really hard, and he is. Like, I'm taking hits left and right, but then I get into this pattern of just quick attacking him, and I'm timing it to where he can't do anything. It's like it totally messed up his rhythm, and so I was just hugging him super tight. I was right against him and just hitting him with a quick attack. His life went all the way down to 0, and I kept hitting him, and he wouldn't die. And I'm like, what the hell's going on? So I roll backwards, and an animation takes place. He teleports to another like world. I follow him through the portal. His life comes back almost all the way. I'm like, what are you doing? What? I was like, this isn't even right. And then he teleports again. When he teleports the second time back to the level where you start the fight, or the world where you start the fight, his health went down to less than 1/4. So it was like I must have glitched it out, and so he went back, and I hit him 3 more times and he died. I was like, holy shit! I was like, I don't think it was supposed to be like that. It was funny as shit though. Well, I thought maybe it was like that, gonna be like that, but I was like, oh fuck, I wasn't expecting that, especially because I had him down all the way. You know, I was like, man, that guy should have been dead. His health was all the way down. That's a shit time to regenerate. But it all worked out. I quote unquote won.
See me forge. I'll have something for you. Gesture of gratitude.
Isn't that the story of life? In this game, you have a weight limit on your inventory. Like, you don't have a limit on how much you can carry as far as like the amount of items. It's just the weight. And so I've been wandering around for most of the game with a limit of like, I think it was like 90 of their weight units. And so my armor and basic stuff alone weighs like 40. So I was picking up a shit ton of items wandering around, and I'm like, man, like I'd have to, half of my gameplay time, I swear, was me going back to town to sell shit. Yeah. And then in this game, it's not, in this game the vendors have limited amounts of money. So in the more popular cities, in the bigger cities, they have more money. But you go to a small town, they could have like $200, and one thing can cost $200. So yeah, so it's like hit or miss. But then I didn't realize that somewhere along the line, I picked up saddlebags for my horse, and that's how you get more weight. That's how you carry more weight, is saddlebags for your horse. And it jumped from 90 to 160. So now I've just been carrying a shit ton of stuff around, not having to go to town as often. It's been... You don't really have those qualities in this town. I mean, in this game. I mean, let's see. Let's go to my character. Where are my stats? I don't even know where my fucking stats are. Because I'm never worried about them. Oh shit, I didn't do that. Let me meditate for a second and figure it out. Character. Quests, world map, inventory. Oh, there it is. Your player stats. You have to go into your inventory, and then you have to hit a hot button to go to your player stats. Oh, that, okay, so... How do I... Total playtime, 253 hours in this game, so 10 days of playing. Yeah, so you have stamina, how intense your signs are, like your magic, how high of a toxicity resistance you have, so that's how many potions you can take at one time while they're active. And if one potion makes you stronger, it's gonna like say, I have 130 capacity. Some of them will take up to 70, and some of them take 15. So it just depends on how effective they are. I have health, I have my crossbow ability rating, my armor rating, my DPS for my silver and my steel sword. But they don't give you just like a strength, you know. So I'm pretty sure the only way is maybe to increase your stamina, and then also to just get saddlebags for your. Well, you can only equip your horse with one set of saddlebags. Yeah, it's funny for your horse because you have stats for your horse. You have trophies that you can attach to your horse, and they get you special bonuses like 5% more gold, or let's see, this one is bonus gold, bonus experience for monsters, and so on and so forth. There's only a couple different qualities that you can get through that. So you have your trophy that you strap on. You get those by killing bigger monsters. You have your saddlebags, which add to your weight. You have blinders for your horse, so that if you get into a fight or you're ambushed, it depends on how it says how long your horse will stay around before it runs away. And then you have actual horse saddle, and that increases the horse's stamina, so that because you can do horse races in this game. Yeah, so you can bet and make money by doing horse races. Mm-hmm. Well, you wander around and there's like certain places you go, and then you compete against people, and you make money. I mean, that's one way to make money. I usually win. I think I've only lost one race, but you know, like a bastard, I reloaded my saved game, and and then I won it. The thing that yeah. Well, yeah, I had done a save before I went to go do the main storyline, the last section, and when I went to go on to the main storyline, it said you failed enemy estate or something like that, which is a quest, and I had completely forgotten about it because I was going to go back and do it before I finished the game, and it was you helping to assassinate one of the bad kings in the area, and so apparently the storyline will change if you don't do that quest and he stays alive. Like, the section of the world that he rules continues to be ruled by him, and he authorizes just killing of all non-humans pretty much. Dude, it gets worse and worse throughout the game, actually. And so I reloaded the saved game, and I went and I did it, and then because I killed him, one of these mob bosses tries to take over against an agreement he had, and then I kill him because I told him I'm not going to help him, and that's how I got the best game. It was just all incidental because I had reloaded. I was like, that works for me, man.
Barbarians.
Hey man, I invested a lot of time. I want to have the best possible storyline. Especially since I've devoted 10 days of playing to this game. Which is a lot for me. Yeah, I still have it. I haven't played that. Just it's been I thought I was gonna have a lot more time, but work's gotten crazy, and then now that Dad and I are opening that store, it's even. What do you mean, what? Yeah, man. Yeah, you fuck. It's a homebrew supply store. Yeah, so it's gonna be right off 512. No, so the bar is on US 1. This is gonna be. Do you remember where the ice cream shop was in that one little plaza on 512? There's also a pool supply place, like for pool cleaning and whatnot. It's just in one of those little side plazas. It's super small, rent's super cheap, and so yeah, we're gonna be selling homebrew supplies. We got our keys on Monday. I already have the POS system lined up. I already have the computer for the store. We've made a banner. We've made stickers. We have business cards. And we're just, yeah, we're ordering inventory next week. It's gonna cost us like I think 10 grand to start it, inventory-wise. My dad's fronting all the money, so yeah. I'm helping out. Like, he wanted me to mark myself as a president of the company, and I was like, that's a lie, man. I'm not president of the company. Oh shit. Yeah, let's maybe down the line. Yeah, like I'm helping out as I can. It's really, I mean, it was, you know, his idea, and I sort of pushed him to do it. I was like, you can't do cabinets for the rest of your life, man. Or you can do cabinets for the rest of your life, but you have to have employees to do your installs. You can't keep. He's still doing installs, man, and it's not good for him. Yeah. He can stay active by, you know, doing this store. So it's my way of helping him do that. Dude, there's the closest store is in Melbourne. Yeah. Holy shit. Yeah, the closest homebrew store, sorry. Fuck. And then down south. We're gonna have some good coverage. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna work out well. Fuck you, man. No! Right now it's just Facebook, but we're gonna be, you know, going into all the brew magazines, all kinds of shit. It's one of those things. There's so much to think of. We have to do it just as we think of things. We're doing it. We're gonna buy a spot. From the. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, it makes sense for my dad to be doing this because he's got so much respect in the community, from the community. I mean, and people already ask him for sort of like coaching advice on making beer, and we're gonna buy a sponsorship slot. We're gonna buy a sponsorship slot at the Rocky Water Brew Fest, which is in Melbourne, which is the brew fest that's run by Intracoastal Brewing, my friend's brewery. And so we're gonna be doing that. It's gonna be word of mouth for a while until we get everything we really want into the store.
Looks like rain.
We're not gonna push too hard. Especially dude, a lot of stuff's going on actually. I'm just gonna stop sharing because you're playing your game. No, I'm just turning off my broadcast. We'll still be able to